Stay, both of you. Oversee your future. What could be more important?
I have told you my decision. Perhaps Athelstan will stay.
Will you?
I mean, if he's going to be beheaded by the
I'm
prince.
not sure. I've not discussed it with Ragnar.
I love this guy. Aww.
They're trying to make you stay.
Yes.
There's something between you and that girl.
Yes.
Yes.
I read the sexual tension.
You don't understand.
Nobody understands. We're all free to do as we please.
Are we still talking about women?
Yes and no. I like that he's never trying to really push his will onto him. I mean, he's telling him, I personally would like you to do that, but you do as you please. I mean, I'm not forcing you. He's always said that. He's giving him a choice from day one.
They say you will go home with Ragnar.
Your husband is back.
I gave myself to you.
We're married.
Please don't leave me.
You're gonna get killed if someone learns. Not in public! Someone's gonna see you!
Oh,
You can't keep a secret either! He's gonna say something! Especially since he hates Athelstan.
I heard of your exploits. I also heard about the Rhine. Poor Björn.
Yes. Poor Björn.
You don't care.
Anything to do with you, I care about.
I have a feeling that all the way through his life, you have looked after Björn. You have looked after him almost as if he was your own son.
Speak on.
I have nothing more to say.
Probably that is better.
That was awfully weird. You think they ever slept together? That there could be a chance that maybe Bjorn is not Ragnar's?
So,
That was awfully weird.
Athelstan, you have to make a choice.
Well, I don't know. If they slept together, maybe he thinks
Go
that.
back with Ragnar.
I will go back with Ragnar. All my future lies with Ragnar.
I think that is the wrong decision.
Let
I'm
him
free to
make
do
his
as I
decision.
please.
I doubt
Thank you.
his wisdom. Well, Calf. What is it? Your guests have arrived.
Someone we don't know, probably.
Oh, someone we know.
Who do we know that's still alive?
Horik.
Oh my god, I didn't recognize him for a sec.
Son of Horik, how gladly we welcome you to our hall.
We said he was gonna come back. That's what happens.
I believe with all my heart that you and I are natural
Jesus, he
allies.
talks like his dad.
Against the Lothbrokes and all their kith and kin.
And we have another natural ally. You may recall that Ragnar blood-eagled his enemy Jarl Borg. But he forgot to kill Jarl Borg's wife, who subsequently gave birth to a son, and who is now my wife. Come, Torvi.
Kind of that she married him though.
Their kindness and mercy is gonna come back and bite them in the ass.
I will crown Quenthrith and her brother Bergred as joint rulers. It makes sense. You see how they feel for one another. Why choose between them? They will not rule in any case. Then who will, Ragnar Lothbrok?
You will.
Yeah.
For you have given them the crown.
He understands this game.
The important thing for you is that Wessex will have power in Mercia. We understand each other. That is why we are allies and will remain so.
Both the same and yet so different.
They understand how the other thinks.
Do you think you're a good man? Yes. I think so. Are you a good man? Yes,
I think so.
I think so.
And I agree.
Are you corrupt? Oh, yes. Are you?
I mean, they're honest.
Let me say that I have made peace with my past. I have come to terms with my family, with all the violence visited upon me. And now at last I am free from my anger, safe from my nightmares. And so, my dear, let us celebrate our alliance. Salutations, my love.
He's such a follower. Did she poison him? She didn't drink. Did she poison him?
She did.
Oh my god. Is that why she asked not to kill him? She wanted to do it herself? He's the brother she loves, but he betrayed her.
Maybe not because he betrayed her, because
He joined with her abusers.
yeah.
And you can trust that girl to rule over a place?
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and raise your cups to the sole and only ruler of Mercia.
Ambition is a bad thing.
To the Queen.
The Queen.
Queen. King Hale doesn't like that.
I mean, just to be sure. She's a sneaky bitch. But she peed on Ragnar, so I mean, he thinks she's cool.
Ragnar told her that her brother was weak in the mind.
Sorry?
Ragnar told her that her brother was weak in the mind.
He was. He was a follower.
Quiet. Just time for me to be on my way. The boy is well. In future, I doubt he will suffer such pains as before. And your friend Siggy, she's also very happy. She's with a husband, sons, a daughter in Valhalla. If you don't believe me, you could ask this here. Farewell then.
Weirdly enough, it's almost like he freed Siggy of her own pain as well. Is he gonna...
Yeah, just a wanderer.
Siggy's dead. And I was so sad and really beautiful how they did this. For her to see her daughter again, that was sort of like she was at death's door almost. Like I feel like it was a redemption for her. Like she was showing us and showing to herself what she truly was. She was a mother. She was taking care of the kids, and that's what she did in her last moment. She saved the little boys she said she was going to protect, and she was always torn between her. I mean, the part of her that wanted to be Earl's wife again, and just in power again. So the power and the kids, you know, she's a mother. She's taking care of the kids, or she's obsessed by the power. It's both of them, and in the end, it's like she chose to sacrifice her own life for the kids. Yeah. Because her ambition could have stopped her right away. Like, she could have stayed back and be like, oh, you know what? These are not my kids. These are Ragnar's kids. And I said to Aslog to stay behind and take care of her children. She didn't do that. So fuck her. Fuck the kids. I'm going to go after my dream. But that's not what she did. In a way, it's weird. And since he was there, like, I'm like, I feel like it was her redemption. Doing that, it was his way of taking her pain away. The same way he did with Aslog, even though I don't agree with that. I don't agree with what happened with her. I don't agree with Aslog.
I don't agree at all with what happened with him and Aslog.
And I'm like,
personally,
in his own twisted way, it was sort of it was his way of healing them of what troubled them. The Aslog, like we said in the episode, she feels left out. She sees that Ragnar is way too close to Lagertha. I mean, she's being rejected. He doesn't say I love you when she asks, and she feels like she lacks love, and she's there taking care of her son and the children, and she's basically alone, left alone, wondering what's going on back in England. And I mean, she doesn't trust Ragnar not to do anything with anyone else, and she feels alone and rejected. So here comes the Wanderer that takes Ivar's pain away, takes care of her, and just makes her laugh and makes her enjoy herself in ways that Ragnar hasn't done in a while.
And Siggy was technically not interested because she was indeed hurting about losing her sons, losing her daughter, losing her husband, losing everything that she was before.
She never let go of that.
And yeah, like you said, I think that by dying, technically she fought it all again.
And I mean, you think about what she saw in her last moment, her daughter. What really hurt her? What really took away who she used to be before? It wasn't her title. It was her family. The people she loved. So it was twisted. Like her, she died, and Aslog, she cheated. But both of them found, I feel like they found, not redemption, they found peace of mind. And like she smiled when she died, Siggy. When she went under, she was smiling, and she felt at peace. And Aslog, I mean, I don't know if that's going to come back. Like, I don't know if he's not even an actual being, like if he's not human, if he's a god, can it be considered cheating? I don't know. I think yes, but it depends on what happens next. It depends on if Ragnar ever finds out, or if it was just about Aslog and just her feeling good about herself for once.
Yeah. Well, like Lagertha said in previous season, if it is a god, it's a blessing. You should be honored that the god chose your wife. Chose the wife.
I don't think Ragnar. Well, I mean, Ragnar might feel angry, but he's done that before as well, and it wasn't a god.
Unless she doesn't say anything.
I don't think she's gonna say anything. He's gonna learn about Siggy for sure, so they're gonna have to learn about the Wanderer.
What's gonna happen to Rollo?
They've been hyping up his relationship with Lagertha this episode. He was saying to Siggy a few episodes ago that he did not feel anything for Lagertha anymore, but then every time he's with her, he always brings everything back to her. I've been doing this for you. Everything that's related to you, you know I will do it. And I'm like, you can't let go of these feelings. And that makes me wonder about their past. When they first started the show, I felt like they never did anything together. That like Rollo was just really crushing on her and he really wanted her. But Ragnar's the one that married her. And she's aware of his feelings.
You think that she slept with him in the past? And
I don't know.
Jones could be his son?
No, but that just weirded me out what she said. Like, she's like, oh, I've always felt like you treated Bjorn as your own son. Go on. I've got nothing else to say. I think it could be two things. Either it's the literal thing, like maybe they slept together before and Rollo always thought that Bjorn was his son, or Rollo always thought that he should have been the one to be Bjorn's dad.
Well, okay, if, first of all, they didn't sleep out together at all, we know that she was a bit uneasy with his flirting with her.
She knew he loved her.
Yeah, she knew it, but maybe for her it was like, oh, he's flirting with me, but he's not really serious about it.
Oh, I mean,
but if you...
He was pretty serious. She was pushing him away, like he was trying to force himself sometimes.
No, but like, is lusting about her, not loving her.
Yeah.
Okay? But by kind of admitting the fact that he considered Bjorn as a son and took care of him as a son, like he's really honest about his feeling and really did love her, like truly love her.
You think they could get together in the future?
Maybe. But now that Siggy is dead, that could be a possibility.
Yeah. Because, I mean, her relationship with Egbert was, that got intense for a bit, but then we learned that she read his character pretty good. She knows why he's doing that. She knows what type of man he is, and I don't think she's ready for any bullshit like that.
If by protecting her people and assuring her future for them. She can have her fun. Why not?
I mean, yeah, she's a free woman. Just like the men can have fun with whores and stuff, women can enjoy themselves with other guys. Like, it's okay. And she's not married, so...
True. I'm really scared that Floki's gonna say something to Egbert's son. About Athelstan and his wife.
His fears are understandable, but he's too extreme for my liking. Like, I'm really open-minded, and for people like Floki that are so set on my religion is the best, and I cannot befriend someone who's from another religion. They're the devil. They're the bad guys. We need to exterminate them. Thoughts like that lead to wars and death and just misery. So I don't like when he's talking like this, although I understand where he's coming from. In those times, religion was a huge thing, and I mean, that was what led your life, literally. So I understand where he's coming from, especially this guy who believes he has such a strong connection with the gods. So I get why he's mad. I'm happy he's not doing anything about it, but his lack of trust and love for Athelstan has been a long time coming. He hates the idea that these two people are gonna befriend each other. The king's son showed up earlier in the episode trying to talk to them in their language, and he saw Rollo, you know, not befriend him, but I mean, he was nice to him. He was saying, yes, we win when we're together, when we fight.
Brothers.
Yeah, so he made an attempt, and Floki hated that. If he sees a way of turning them against each other, being like, hey, you know what, Athelstan, he slept with your wife, that could be a way to kill Athelstan, who he believes is poisoning Ragnar's mind. And that could be a way to just destroy all ties between the two, because if he learns that Athelstan slept with his wife, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. He's going to be mad at Athelstan, and by proxy, he's going to be mad at the Northmen. And her dad, he's gonna be, I mean, he might say, like, you destroyed my chance at having, like, a powerful ally. You destroyed my chance of a future. True. So, as much as he might be mad at his daughter, he's gonna be even more mad at the fact that the Northmen defiled his daughter. Yeah. So, that could end in a war. We know that Egbert and Ragnar are very similar. I believe them when they say, we're going to stay ally for a while. I don't think they want to betray each other. That's not in their character. That's not in their blood.
Not at the moment, because they doesn't have any profit by betraying each other right now.
They don't go after people just for the fun of it. Ragnar has no ambition apart from securing a future for his people. And Egbert has a lot of ambition, but having Ragnar as his ally helps his ambition. So I don't think they will fight each other, but if a war breaks out between everyone else, they're gonna have to do something.
Unfortunately, yeah.
These last few episodes have been really, really good. I'm really sad for Siggy. I know I distrusted her from the very beginning, and I never really loved the character, but we've come to like her, and we've come to enjoy her presence, and she was everywhere all the time taking care of the children, and to see her go like that was really sad.
She had Rollo to get back on his feet too, so...
Yeah. And Rollo, by the way, Rollo's speech about cooperation and just helping each other out in order to survive, that was really different from what we're used to with Rollo, so I'm happy with this new Rollo. I'm sad. I'm scared of what learning about Siggy's death is going to do to him. And I'm scared about Lagertha coming back and facing an army. They're plotting against her, and it's gonna be bad. That's what happens. Like, Ragnar has been really merciful with a lot of people. He doesn't kill innocents, especially if it's not. I mean, if he does sometimes, but when he gives his word about something, he's gonna keep it. That's why he didn't kill the eldest son. And I mean, he killed the other children because he knows that if you leave one alive, there's a chance that they're gonna come back.
True.
And with Jarl Borg, he killed Jarl Borg because he's the one that betrayed him. He's the one that attacked his family, but his wife had nothing to do with it, and the child was innocent. And, I mean, since she was pregnant, and Ragnar has a thing for kids, I think he let her go because she was not to blame for that. But then now, you know, they're allies, they're married, that leads to people revolting and following them. And that's going to lead to war.
So cute, guys. Yeah. It's like a little angel.
Jesus. in those days, being merciful might sound like a good thing,
death.
but that could lead you to your death.
I'm glad that Bjorn doesn't look at first glance with thought on, because he still loves her.
Yeah.
Her appearance doesn't matter, but doesn't matter to him.
It saddens
his
him.
love.
It saddens him, but I'm glad too, because I mean that could change his way of seeing her for sure, but the way he was raised, maybe, or the way they were raised, everyone, you know, they're warriors. A scar like that is pride. You show it to people, and you're like, I fought in battle and I survived.
Fearing that she might think that he's staying with her by pity.
Because of the baby.
Because of the baby, because of pity, I guess.
That, I mean,
because he feels responsible for it.
Look at her character. Look at who she's become and how she thinks. She's so full of insecurities. Every time there's a reason to doubt Bjorn's feelings, she always jumps on them. Oh, you're gonna leave me. Oh, were you enjoying yourself at the feast?
If she was a slave through all of her life...
Ah, yeah, I understand. I
don't doubt that she's gonna... It's clear for me that she's gonna love everything that happens to her.
But after so many years, and after, you know, he asked her to marry her, and now again he proves her that she's stupid by thinking he doesn't want to marry her anymore. I sure hope she grows into the woman she actually thinks she is, and stops doubting her future husband. And I mean, that scar looks bad right now. Of course, she just got it, but wait, I mean, it fades. Like, you don't even see it, and yes, it might be really huge. We don't know if it's gonna
fade that much, though. That could be.
Yeah, but it's not gonna stay angry red like that. And I mean, it's not like it doesn't cross her entire face. Like, I mean, it could be so much worse. She could be dead. She could have lost a baby. Look at the positive side. And I mean, you still got your future husband.
Resemble the hell.
I can't help but think that she wanted to be in battle. She wanted to fight. That's what happens when you fight.
Wounds happen.
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move on.
Now because that she resembled one of the gods.
We're gonna move on. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's already on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Yeah, so if you know what you know, guys, don't forget to click and subscribe. And if not, wait for the next one to be out on YouTube.
Yeah.
So see you then, guys.
Bye.